Good morning, children. Today we'll discuss about normal coordinates. Let us go with the presentation. Before we are going to the topic normal coordinates, we'll discuss about two coupled oscillators, which is related to the normal coordinates. Now let us consider two identical masses m and which are fixed to the two walls. So here let us consider two masses of m and this is A, this is B, and these two masses are connected to the two walls by using the massless springs. By using massless springs with force constant K. And here these two masses which we are connecting to the walls are with a force constant K. And for these two masses we are connecting the with a spring of force constant K dash. And here we are these are in the equilibrium position. So here this is in the state of equilibrium position, and here we are restricting these masses in a longitudinal oscillation. That means we are restricting these in a linear position. That means here these are moved in a longitudinal. These will produce the longitudinal oscillations here. So the system has 2 degrees of freedom. So here the system has the 2 degrees of freedom. So here S1, S2 are the walls, and here this is O1 and this is O2, and here these are the two coupled oscillators, system of two equal masses which are connected to each other by spring of force constant K dash, and to the rigid supports S1 and S2 by the springs, each of the force constant K. So here this is in the state of equilibrium configuration, and here this is configuration at any instant t. That means these move in a translatory motion. So here linear motion here we can observe, and here this is the position coordinate position x1, and here it moves with a position x2. Now here q1 equals to x1, q2 equals to x2. These q1, q2 are the generalized coordinates, and this is the example of the two coupled oscillators. So here if the two oscillators were not connected, that means here if the two oscillators were not connected, each would vibrate with a frequency which is given by omega naught equals to root of k by m. So this is the case when the two oscillators were not connected. If these springs are connected by a spring of force constant k dash, system oscillates with different frequencies. So we are interested in the calculation of these frequencies. So here we are interested in when these are connected with the springs of a force constant k dash. So the system oscillates with the different frequencies, and we will study, and we are interested in the calculation of these frequencies. So kinetic energy of the oscillating system is given as T equals to half m x1 dot square plus half m x2 dot square. So potential energy of the system is given as V equals to half k x1 square plus half k x2 square plus half k dash x1 minus x2 whole square. So hence we have the Lagrangian L equals to T minus V for the system, and it is given as, so just we are writing L equals to, we are substituting T, the kinetic energy this one, and potential energy this one. So L equals to, this is kinetic energy, this is half m x1 dot square, here x1 dot square it is velocity, plus half m x2 dot square also, here of x2 dot square also it is velocity, and this is kinetic energy. So minus potential energy half k x1 square means half k x2 square means half k dash into x1 minus x2 whole square. So we have the Lagrangian equations of motion are, so d by dt dou L by dou x1 dot minus dou L by dou x1 equals to 0, and another one, so d by dt dou L by dou x2 dot minus dou L by dou x2 equals to 0, because here we have two positions x1 and x2. So for those two positions we have two Lagrange's equation of motion. So differentiating of L with respect to x1 dot, and here with respect to x2 dot. That means here this is L, this is L we have. So first one we will consider d by dl dou L by dou x1 dash minus dou L by dou x1. So if you consider if you differentiate with respect to x1 dot, we will obtain if you differentiate this equation number 15 with x1 dot, we will obtain differentiating and minus dou L by dou x1 also, differentiating with x1 also. So by using this 16 equation number, if you use this equation number 15, we'll obtain, so m x1 double dot plus k x1 plus k dash x1 minus x2 equals to 0. And again if you differentiate with x2 dot, and with x2, for this equation number 15, we'll obtain m x2 double dot plus k x2 minus k dash x1 minus x2 equals to 0. So the third term in the equation number 18, if you observe this equation number 18 and equation number 19, so these terms k dash x1 minus x2, k dash x1 minus x2, and here if you observe these term, it is the result of coupling between the two oscillations. So equation 18 can be solved for x1. So if you want x1, we can solve this equation number 18, and if you want to find out the x2, we will find out this equation number 19. So in fact, these are the coupled differential equations which must be solved simultaneously. So this is no need. And now let us consider the normal coordinates. So normal coordinates. So normal coordinates and normal modes. And for this, let us consider the equation here. This one. This is the equation x1, x2, x2 values. So x1 equals to a1 cos omega 1 t plus phi 1 plus a2 cos omega 2 t plus phi 2. x2 equals to a1 cos omega 1 t plus phi 1 minus a2 cos omega 2 t plus phi 2. Let us consider this equation number 30. So let us consider equation number 30, x1 equals to a1 cos omega 1 t plus phi 1. So here if you substitute a2 equals to 0 in equation number 30, so if you can substitute a2 equals to 0 in equation number 30, so we will obtain x1 equals to a1 cos omega 1 t plus phi 1, x2 equals to a1 cos omega 1 t plus phi 1. Suppose if you substitute a1 equals to 0, we substitute a1 equals to 0 in this equation number 30, we will obtain x1 equals to a2 cos omega 2t plus phi 2 and x2 equals to minus a2 cos omega 2t plus phi 2. So these are the equations when we are substituting a2 equals to 0 and a1 equals to 0. So thus if a2 equals to 0, the two masses oscillate together in phase with frequency omega 1, and if you substitute a1 equals to 0, the two masses oscillate with frequency omega 2. That means here if you substitute a1 equals to 0, so the two masses oscillate with frequency omega 2. So here we can observe omega 2, so which are opposite to each other, and if you substitute a2, so here the two masses oscillate together in phase with frequency omega 1. So which are opposite to each other, that is out of phase by pi radians. So the two such modes of oscillation involving a single frequency are called normal modes of vibration of the system. So thus for a given normal mode, all the coordinates x1 and x2 oscillate with the same frequency. So now let us add the equation number 18 and 19 from the already which we have seen. So let us add these two equations and subtract these two equations. First, if we add these two equations, we'll obtain. So by adding equation number 18 and 19, we'll obtain m into d square by dt square x1 plus x2 plus k into x1 plus x2 dot which is equals to 0, and d square, and if by adding equation number 18 and 19, we'll obtain this one, and if we divide with m for this whole equation, we'll obtain d square by dt square x1 plus x2 plus k by m into x1 plus x2 dot which is equals to 0, and k by m is nothing but omega naught square. That means we are replacing k by m with here omega naught square. That means just divide this equation with m, so we'll obtain here k by m. So k by m we are replacing with omega naught square. Now let us subtracting the equation number 19 from equation number 18. You will obtain this one, m into d square by dt square x1 minus x2 plus k plus 2k dash into x1 minus x2 which is equals to 0. So by subtracting equation number 18 from 19, we will obtain this one. So again here also just divide with m, and here we will obtain k by m plus 2k dash by m. So here k by m already we have omega naught square. So k dash by m is nothing but omega c square. Just we are replacing k by m with omega naught square, k dash by m with omega c square. So d square by dt square x1 minus x2 plus omega naught square plus 2 omega c square into x1 minus x2 equals to 0. So here omega c square is nothing but k dash by m. Now let us define the two new coordinates. Let us define the two new coordinates. So x1 equals to x1 plus x2 by 2, x2 equals to x1 minus x2 by 2. And here just we are replacing the x1 minus x2 and x1 plus x2 here we'll obtain. So then the equation number 33. So let us see equation number 33. So here we have x1 plus x2 and here we have x1 plus x2. So here from equation number 33 and equation number 34 we have x1 minus x2. So just we are replacing those x1 minus x2 and x1 plus x2 by using this capital X1 and capital X2. We'll obtain d square x1 by dt square plus omega 1 square x1. And here in the case of 33rd equation, here omega naught we are replacing with omega naught square we are replacing with omega 1 square. So omega 1 square into x1 which is equals to 0. And here from this 34 equation d square by dt square x2 plus omega 2 square plus 2 omega c square we are just replacing with omega 2 square. So this one we are replacing with omega 2 square into x2 which is equals to 0. So we see that the motion of the coupled system is now described by the two uncoupled differential equations number 36. So this is the motion of the coupled system is now describing by using the uncoupled differential equations. So each of which describes a simple harmonic motion of single frequency omega 1 and omega 2. If you observe here, the frequency here in the first equation, the single frequency omega 1. So here the single frequency omega 2. So these describes with a single harmonic motion of single frequency, simple harmonic motion of single frequency omega 1, and here the simple harmonic motion of single frequency omega 2. So these are described by omega 1 and omega 2. So in terms of coordinate capital X1 and capital X2. So the solutions of the equation number 36 are of the form x1 equals to a1 cos omega 1 t plus phi 1, x2 equals to a2 cos omega 2 t plus phi 2. So these two simple harmonic motions obtained after decoupling of the coupled equations and also called normal modes or simply modes. So each mode of vibration has its normal frequency omega 1 or omega 2. So and is described by coordinate capital X1 or capital X2 known as normal coordinate. So the amplitude and phase constant for mode 1 and mode 1 are A1 and phi, and for mode 2 A2 and phi 2 respectively. So this is about the normal coordinates. Thank you, children.